everybody, and you are welcome to wedding, but the virtual wedding fair. This is our day two. Thank you so much for those who joined yesterday. We had an amazing time with our vendors. For those of you who missed, we're on YouTube, so all you have to do is start the virtual wedding fair or just weddings on YouTube, and you'll be able to see what we had yesterday. We had an amazing, amazing time yesterday. We spoke to wedding planners, and we also spoke to the rental community. Today we have another awesome set of vendors for you. But before we start, we need to do a 1 minute silence for our colleague who lost in the event industry in Nigeria, Mrs. Ikwa Ighodalo. So please join me as we do a 1 minute silence for her. May her soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
Okay, like I told you, we have a lot of goodies in store for you. This, again, like I said, is the virtual wedding fair. Why do we do the virtual wedding fair? We realize that a lot of people are in their homes, they have their weddings coming up, and they do not know what to do. They can't go out to um, they can't go out to meet um, they can't go out to meet vendors they would like to meet, and people are just at home a bit gloomy. So we said, okay, let's come up with a virtual wedding fair. We've never done it before, so we're a bit skeptical and wondering how we would proceed with this. So please forgive us if we have a few itches here and there. We would get better and better in times to come. We have three beautiful ladies today, and we're talking food and drinks today. So we have three beautiful ladies. We have Lara of Eventi Cocktail, we have Sophia from Kitchen 9 Catering, and we have Jumoke from Ipanuje. And they are going to tell us, they're showcasing all the wonderful things they have in store for you as a bride, and even you that you're in the event industry, or you that want to have a party. So we're going to be listening to Lara, and Lara will tell us what she has in store for brides getting married in 2020 and 2021 and beyond that. So over to you, Lara.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you, Omalara Akonde, for this platform, especially during this pandemic. It's a privilege to be part of this. My name is Lara Rawa. The name of my company is Eventi Cocktails. If we could have the slide on, you can see who we are. Eventi Cocktails is a Lagos-based cocktail design and consulting company with over 10 years experience creating bespoke cocktails for corporate and individual clients and catering to all manner of events. This is who we are. We're based in Lagos. The next slide, please. Before now, the way our procedure or process is, you call us, you tell us top type of event you're having. If you have a theme, you let us know what the theme of your event is. We'll come, we'll set up, we'll create the bespoke cocktails and serve your guests, obviously based on your theme or menu of choice. And this is what we've done for 10 years. The next slide. Then came the pandemic, the situation where we find ourselves now, and currently it has put a hold on normal event activities and large gatherings. But the truth of the matter is we still have you covered. Next slide. So due to the fact that we have the pandemic, we can't have large We can have large gatherings, based, we always have to follow the rule of the land. And according to the state where we are, you can have more than 20 people in a space at a time. So this has brought about intimate gatherings and smaller weddings. And we decided to introduce our smash box drinks during this season. And these are a wide range of ready to drink cocktails and mocktails, perfect for intimate and virtual weddings. How can we serve you during this pandemic with our smash box series? It's very easy. Next slide, please. And these are pictures. You can see the pictures of the different, variety of what we have, and it is well packaged. It is made, bespoke. We create it, on the day. So what we do is we drop off. So we can drop off the drinks at your desired location while you receive them and serve as you please. So before now, obviously you would have called us. We'll send you the menu. You choose what you want, and then we create the drinks. We drop it off, and then you handle serving your guests or giving it. Handing it over to them. You chill it yourself. The second aspect is event catering. So we following the right safety measures, we can be present to serve the drinks at your intimate wedding venue or your party, or your intimate wedding venue for this purpose. And what that means is we don't send more than 2 people. So a minimum of 1 staff is present. All safety measures duly accorded and followed. So they have their face mask, they have their hand sanitizer, they maintain social distance while serving your guests. What we've also done is to send to Zoom participants, because we're aware that most times, it's virtual. So you send us a list of the addresses, and then we'll create the cocktails and we'll send to everyone so they can have the drinks handy. So as you can see from the photos, people have, they've gone through this package. So you can see pictures here. These are like virtual packages where they're sending the whole food with the desserts, the starters, the small chops, the meal dish, and obviously with a smash box from us to the participant. So that is also something that, is required during the pandemic. The next slide. Okay, so this is just about me and what I've done. Sometimes most people want to get to know who is behind the brand or who they're speaking with. This is who I am. I'm a law graduate and I'm the CEO of Eventi Cocktails. I'm the founder of Lagos Cocktail Week. I'm an astute cocktail enthusiast. I love everything that has to do with cocktails. Now, the other thing I want to say is, so end of the slide. So I just want to show you like the bottles and how we package. So this is our contact information. Our telephone number is on the screen. You can follow us on Instagram at Eventi Cocktails, Facebook at Eventi Cocktails, and our address is in Dolphin Estate. Or you can call us 0803-880-4264. But if it's easy to remember, you can dial 0700 Cocktails and you'll be connected with Eventi Cocktails. Thank you. I would like to show you samples. So this is how the drinks are packaged. As you can see, so they're sealed. Drinks are sealed, tamper-proof. So you won't be, you won't start, trying to figure out when we're sending it through dispatch, if they will tamper with your drinks or maybe open it up. That's not possible. Why? Because then obviously when you open it up, it would be obvious. So they're tamper-proof, they're bottled perfectly. For people who don't want this option, we also have other options. So this size of bottle is 500 ml. If you want the 200 ml, it's possible. If you want it in pouches, it's possible. So these are like budget-friendly prices. If you don't think you want to pay for this, there are other options available, and we'll let you know those options. So that's what it is. This is where we found ourselves in this pandemic. Smaller intimate weddings, smaller gatherings. You have participants, logged on all over the world. We're here to serve you, and getting across to all your participants or your wedding guests, your virtual wedding guests, will not be a problem.
Okay, thank you very much. 2 questions. Can you just briefly talk about also the cocktail weekend, the Eventi Cocktail Week? Sorry,
Lagos Cocktail Week.
Yes. What is that about?
So Lagos Cocktail Week is a platform for the celebration of the emerging cocktail culture in Nigeria. So it's about education, information, and entertainment. And we also came up with, a platform to also boost the morale of bartenders, because obviously, we have a lot of bar entrepreneurs. However, we also need to acknowledge the fact that you have bartenders who work in bars, and they're in their feet the whole time, the whole day. They work, 7 days a week, 6 days a week, depending on what their time slot is. So we feel that if there's a competition, it would also, help them to do better in their craft, and also to see bartending not as a means to an end, but as a profession. So we also try to bring in people who are bartenders, mixologists, or beverage consultants who are international, who can also tell us about the international standards, and see ways in which we can collaborate with them, between us and them as well. So that's what Lagos Cocktail Week is about. We share information. Okay. If you follow us on our page, you see all that.
Okay. Somebody asked, what are the varieties of cocktails you have?
So the variety of cocktails, so cocktails is generic, and you can break it down into mocktails, which is non-alcoholic cocktails, and you have the alcoholic cocktails. The varieties range from different, for the cocktails, obviously we have the classic cocktails. Classic cocktails are cocktails that, are like your cocktails who have been there from the get-go. Classic cocktails are the ones, that have been there from the start. They've been tried and tested. And most people believe that the modified version obviously comes from the classic cocktails. So we have fruity cocktails as well. So if you're somebody who likes something fruity, when I say fruity, it can be something citrusy. So you have orange, mango, lemon, pineapple, so different varieties of fruity cocktails. If you want creamy cocktails as well, if you want cocktails made from milk cream, from coconut cream, we have you on lockdown as well. If you're somebody who wants to be very adventurous and you want a mix of fruity, a mix of tanginess, so really and truly just depends on the type of taste buds that you have, and what you're really interested in. Some people want something more traditional, so they want a taste of hibiscus, which is zobo, and they want you to create that into a non-alcoholic or an alcoholic version. That is also possible. For people who are doing maybe like a traditional themed, wedding, we also have that on lockdown. So what is important is us, getting to know who our client is and what our client is interested in, and then we can create a menu that will speak to the sort of event or mood or the type of person that you are.
Okay. A lot of Nigerians right now are trying to avoid sugar because of diabetes and high blood pressure. Do you have cocktails that you can take for things like this?
Yes, we do. So we have like low sugar or no sugar cocktails. So for things like that, we'll obviously definitely be using like sweeteners. So I know people who are diabetic who drink tea, but rather than use sugar, they'll use sweeteners. So we use sweeteners to create them. We also try to use herbs and spices depending on who the person is. So you have different herbs. We can use dill, we can use ginger as a spice. You can come up with different things. What is important is getting a balanced drink. And obviously you can even get sugar from fruits. So even if we're not using a sweetener, if you use like a pineapple, or maybe you use an apple, for example, or most especially pineapple. If you're somebody who doesn't like pineapple, then obviously the sweetener will be a better option. So yes, it's really possible to actually make low calorie or no sugar cocktails, as the case may be. But it would be nice for you to actually give your mixologist or your bartender or the person creating the drink what your specifications are. If you're somebody who has allergies, it will also be good to let them know so they can put that into consideration when they're making your drinks.
Okay, we have a question from Laziba. Laziba, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry, did I mute you? Hold on. Sorry. Can you unmute yourself again?
Okay, I have. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Eventi. My question is to you.
Good morning.
So I've had a couple of clients ask, especially brides, that for their event, they would like a special cocktail created just for them for that event, like a signature cocktail.
Yes.
A bride had said, oh, she would like to unveil it at the after party. So is it something that is doable, like a special signature cocktail for a particular event? And what are the requirements? What would you need? What processes would you put in place in making the cocktail to specialize it and tailor it for that particular bride?
Okay, thank you. So the thing is, and I think I don't think we've done this before, where we had the groom, yes, the groom wanted us to create a signature cocktail for the after party. Now, this is what interests me, as a mixologist. I love challenges. I love when you come to me and you don't want Chapman, it makes me happy. Not like I don't like Chapman, but obviously, you want to do something out of the box and you want to showcase your creativity, you want to showcase your knowledge. So when the groom's brother actually came to meet me, said, look, we want you to create something different. So my next question would definitely be, what do you like? What are the kind of spirits you like? Some people don't like dark spirits. Some people prefer white spirits. Some people don't like white spirit. They prefer dark spirits. So this is where your knowledge of your spirits, comes into play. You ask them all these questions. They tell you what they like. Once they tell you what they like, they come in for a tasting session. When you come in for the tasting session, we have variety. So we create it together. It's never done in isolation. So when I mix it, you taste it. You say, no, I don't like this. No, I don't. Until we get the perfect blend. When we have the perfect blend, it is sorted. The next stage would be the presentation. How do you want to present it? Some people are not really, some people for after party, they're not particular about presentation. They just want the content to be what they have tasted, while some people are particular about the presentation. So for the presentation, we can then begin to talk about glassware. Do you want a specific glassware? Do you want something different? Or do you want like a branded after party cup? And then we decide on that. Now, what this does to me as a mixologist is it gives me that confidence to know that I have created something that my clients like. It gives me the confidence on the day of the event to be able to speak to anyone who probably might not like that drink. But because I know that people's taste buds are different and I'm the one who created it, I will definitely have a modified version for somebody who might not like that particular type. However, it will still be what the client has requested for. So yes, it's possible. The client would have to come in for a tasting session where we'll sit together and create it. And then obviously you're sure that on the day of the event, that is what they're going to have, their signature cocktail.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are the 3 most common cocktails?
Chapman.
And what else?
So Chapman, some people will say they like sunrise or sunset, depending on what people call, depending on your mood. And then I think the next one will be, I think mojito is actually also common. But I'll say number one. My number one common one will be cocktail. Cocktail will be Chapman. The second one could be the frozen drink. So a frozen strawberry is also common. People like frozen strawberry. They like the glass. They like to hold it. And then some people just are not adventurous and they'll just say, just give me sunset. That orange thing that has that red thing on that. That's all I want.
Okay. I know you talked about bartenders. So do we have, I don't know what it's called, the ones that do all those
the flair tenders. They call them flair bartenders.
Yes. Okay. Do we have that? We do?
Oh yes, we have some. Yeah, we have some people who. So I know there was a time where there was like the Barman TV. I think I was one of the judges at the audition, and part of the package before the grand finale was to have a what would I call it now? An award-winning flair tender come to train a couple of bartenders, which they did. And I think they got the, I don't know, you know, for Taekwondo is the black belt. Now, this, I'm not sure if it's the yellow belt. I can't remember, but there's a, yeah. So you have some people who actually went through that training. We had some people from Ghana and we had some Nigerian bartenders, and I still see them around. They flirted. I can't. I tried it. But when I saw my teacher that was teaching me then, when he was showing me all the marks, you know, that he got from injuries and everything, I said, it's not that serious, really.
Wow. Because I think it would be nice to have them at weddings, especially after parties.
Well, if I'm being
It's
honest,
a
right,
nice
nothing is
try.
impossible, but it's always the budget. It's always the budget. So you always, I mean, you see some event planners tell you we need A, B, C, D, E, but yet you don't want to pay for the extras. So nothing is impossible if you want. It's almost, I mean, it's the same thing. Like when you want an artist, an international artist to come for your wedding, it's not impossible. It's possible, but you just have to pay. It's the same way if you need a flair tender who is, so for example, when they did the drink festival, we got, you know, people that do tandem shows, award-winning, worldwide, you know, acclaimed flair tenders come in. The clients paid to bring them in. So nothing is impossible. You understand where I'm coming from. If you want the ones who are here in Nigeria, yes, we'll find them and then you can pay for that. If you also want the international flight tenders to come into the country and be behind the bar, you know, doing some bar tricks, giving your guests the entertainment, you know, that comes with bartending, that's also possible. But you have to
Okay.
pay.
Okay. The last question is someone says, now we have COVID. How do you deal with your, I know you've spoken about it at the beginning. Like if
Yeah.
you go back to work at for a wedding, how do you your waiters with eyes and their gloves, and how are you going to make that healthy and safe?
I think we've come to a point where, you know, I've always said this, I even said it to my friends. I said we've come to a point where for this pandemic is more personal now. So it's a personal, you know, choice. Uh, and that
Okay.
actually, you know, is also firstly dependent on the client, and then secondly dependent on the event planner. However, if you ask me for my opinion, I would say we've come to a point where now that there's no vaccine yet that's been approved, we need to be very conscious of how we're doing things. So if we could still get the drinks, you know, this way already done before getting to the location, I think it's advisable. If you want it to be mixed at the venue, then you know you might want to mix and match. Why do I say this? Because even the guests that would come, some of them might not be willing to have an open drink at the party. Some of them might not be willing to have their food just open and eating like it's business as usual. So we need to move with the trend, and it all has to do with education and information. And we are almost, so if a client came to me directly, that's what I try to sell. However, as a what would I say, as an industry, most times they go to the planner first. So I think, you know, it's really the onus is really on the planner to be able to, you know, to sell the hygienic advantage, you know, of having things packaged as opposed to food being opened and the drinks being opened. So if people are leaving, you can put things, you know, in their bags and they can take it home. If they decide that they want to drink it while they're there, let it be their choice. So you can people need to have choices and let them make their decision as opposed to you already, you know, telling them this is how it should be done. Until, I mean, I think these are things that need to be put in place till, you know, everything is resolved. To get the
Okay.
vaccine, till the government lifts the ban, you know, or and all that, yes.
Okay. Well, that means that for ice lovers, that means you even have to be careful about ice. So if you are going to give me that drink, that means I might not want to take ice from just anywhere.
But I don't know. Can you get it? Can you get coronavirus from ice cubes? I don't know.
I don't No, everybody's just being careful. That's just it.
So that's what I'm saying. So because of that, I mean, I've had events where the client actually wants you to be there to prepare the drink. They want to see what you're doing. So, like I said earlier, obviously it's not business as usual. You can't have large staff, like a minimum to maximum.
You can't even have a cup and cup into the drinks.
You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So it's a personal choice. And that's what I'm saying, it's personal. Some people are risk takers and they want you to prepare. They don't mind. Some people don't even want to take risks, so they want everything bottled, the food packaged and in bags, less contact, and they give it out and everybody is happy.
So for now, that's the best way.
That's the best way. That's the best way. However, if you still want people to come, as long as we adhere to all the guidelines, so your face mask, your hand sanitizer, you maintain social distancing. When you mix the drink, your face mask is on. I'm not really keen on gloves because it means you need to keep changing the gloves every second. If you're putting it in ice, it means, so in this situation, you have your hand sanitizer or there's somewhere where you're washing, your hands. I mean, it's just to take the extra, what's it called? Extra precaution. But it's possible. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lara. You've been of great help. I will look forward if there's any more questions from anybody, but thank you so much. We move over to Kitchen 9, Sophia of Kitchen 9, and the question is, what do you have for the 2020-2021 bride? So over to you, Sophia.
Okay, good morning. My name is Sophia Lambo. I run Kitchen 9 Yards Catering. Okay, so we've been in the event industry for say like some 10, 12 years now. So Lara says, what do we have for the 2020 brides? Okay, so I've always been an advocate of having events that as much as possible, I want to know everybody, as in own your crowd. So for now that they've even said, okay, we're just doing 40, 30, somehow, it's something I actually like doing. And for the 2020 brides, it's either two things. We decided to work around two things from our part. If it's a situation whereby we have a bit of space where you allow us to come in to set up and everything, then we can say, okay, instead of us doing the food from the kitchen, we can actually come to you. We can actually come to your venue, do your food there and then at the venue so you can see us doing it. Do you understand? So for example, if we say we have about, say, 30 guests, we can walk around the menu and say for 30 guests, this is what is available for you. This is what is available for you for 30 guests. We'll come to your venue, we'll set up, we'll do your food there for you and everything, Then again, another option we've decided to do is walk around buffet setting style. So buffet setting styles in the sense that when we come in, we set up your buffet and we go outside. So we're not interrupting your event or anything. Yeah, we're not interrupting your event or anything, So it's just that we'll set up the food, we leave it there. When your client comes, they serve themselves and everything. So it's two ways. It can work in two ways. Either we do a buffet style, or if you want us to do like an a la carte setting where your client comes and say, oh, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. Because I believe some people would prefer to see their food being cooked, it being safe. Being safe like that. Some people would rather have their food being cooked so they can see you cooking and all. I don't know. So it depends. It depends really. It can be two ways. Either we come set up or come make your food there, or then again we can just do it in takeout packs. I don't know. Would you have an event and have takeout packs for people? I don't know. I'm just thinking though. It's a new norm, so we're just trying to figure it all out also. Or whichever one works, really.
Okay, so should I ask the questions before you show us your slides? Should I
You
just
can ask me questions. The slides I have really are just pictures, so you can ask questions. Really.
Okay. When it comes to catering now, it's a bit scary in terms of the people serving. People say, I don't know, people are scared. People are scared of, people serving them, talking over the food. How do you avoid that? What would you suggest? The government has also even said, oh, maybe we start using paper plates. Does that make any difference? What are your views towards all that?
The paper plate just makes it a bit easier for the caterers, but I don't think it makes any difference too, because at the end of the day, I just feel that it's left to you to walk around your staffs, your waiters, make sure they are COVID compliant. COVID compliant in the sense that at least they should have their face masks, they can have the face shields, you know. I just feel just get your staffs prepared, and if I see a waiter or like a server at an event that is at least covered up and not talking, it's really even very wrong for you to even be in front of food and you're all gisting and all laughing and all, that is really wrong. As much as possible, we just need to try and avoid all that. When all that is avoided, and I don't think there should be an issue. Just have everything available, have your sanitizers at your station, have your staffs always sanitize their hand, even with situation whereby you see people come to take food and everything. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have the sanitizer in front of your serving spoon before you pick up. If you need to use the spoon, you will need to sanitize, before taking the serving spoon to serve and all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked, what are the prices or what is bonanzas you have for brides getting married now?
Okay.
What do you have?
For brides getting married now, I won't say bonanzas, because I've not really not put any bonanzas in place or anything. But for brides getting married now, I feel if you want your, what's it called? It depends on what you want. If you want it as a takeout, if you want it as maybe like a buffet setting and all, it varies. You can always get a bit of a discount, which is something we can always work around and all, So I won't say there's a particular price to anything. There's no particular price, because at the end of the day, the menu you choose would vary on how much it will come to. You can get the menu as low as 2,500. You can get the menu as high as 10,000, 15,000, per head, depending on what you want. What you get. So,
Okay.
so really,
what kind of menu do you have?
Okay,
Can
so
you
basically we do the local and continental options. So just a second. I'm trying to.
I have both of this.
Yes.
I have all of this. I have all of this. Is that yes?
Sorry, just a second. I'm trying to. Oh God. I think I mistakenly closed the sharing page. Okay, so. Okay, so you can have. Oh, it's opening. Sorry. Okay, so you can have like a buffet setting. I don't know if you're able to see the screen now, Emily. Are you able to see the screen I'm sharing? I don't know.
No, I don't know. Can any other person? I just see Kitchen 9 Catering has started screen sharing. Can the rest? Can
it's
any
showing?
Other
it's saying you are screen sharing. Can you see anything on the screen?
I can't. I don't know if any other person can.
Okay, so basically there are different options to the menu, really. What I was trying to show, I was trying to like share.
Okay, they say they can
Like,
see your screen. Okay, it's just me.
oh, okay.
Okay, Rekia can see your screen as well.
Okay, so basically it's like a if we're going to do like a buffet setting, this is typically like an example of what you're going to get. That's when we're serving proper food. Then if we're going to do like canapes, if we're doing like a setup for canapes, it's similar, but basically in smaller portions and all. You know, I just feel these are the new normal. We should, I don't know, we're just trying, everybody's just trying to figure out. Going to do like a buffet for canapes. This is like an example of what you're going to get. You know, so it comes, there are various options to the menu. It's like very versatile. There are various options to it.
All of these books.
You know? Yes, out. There are various options to the menu.
Those are pictures of all your work. Your events.
Please give me 1 minute, please. I'm very sorry. Please, 1 minute.
Okay, people. Obviously, Kitchena is at home and her son needs her attention, so she will be back shortly. I apologize on her behalf, but that's what COVID is causing so much
Sorry, I'm back.
back.
Sorry about that, please. Okay,
No problem.
so I was saying, if you like doing a canapes setting, this is what it will look like, you know, when we come to like do the setup and all. So you can have basically various options to the menu and all. It could be a party for 10, it could be a party for 20, it could be a party for 30. You know, it could be a tea break, it could be like an early morning breakfast, it could be lunch, it could be dinner, you know, so something we walk around as well.
Okay. How many course meal do you provide for people? Because now that the numbers are smaller, what do you have to offer?
Okay, so now that the numbers are smaller, it actually makes it a bit more interesting in the sense that you can have a situation whereby you can actually have a 5 to 6 or a 7 course menu. You know, you can actually have like a 5 or a 6 or a 7 course, which we can, you know, always walk around, because you know you have a smaller size of guests, and a situation whereby you have small sizes of guests want to eat more.
The 7 course menu, can you take us through it, please?
Okay, so for a 7 course menu, your starter could be a salad. You know, you have your first the salad, then you can have a second course, maybe soup. You know, it's all basically going to be like in small portions. So you can have the soup as a second course. You can have a fish course. You can have like a course. You can have a main course. Your main course can be maybe like potatoes and maybe lamb chops or something. Then you can have like what's it called now? You can have like a sixth course. Your sixth course can be maybe just a small spoon of rice or something with vegetables and chicken or prawns and all. Then you can have your desserts, and you know. So it's really, 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 when you're doing a 7 course or a 5 or a 6 course like that, it tends to bring out your creativity. You know, it tends to bring out your creativity and all. So
Okay.
it's something that we can do, really. Yeah.
Okay. And what's your Nigerian menu like? How deep into ethnic food do you go?
Okay, so as much as possible, we try as much as possible to work around everything. Everything in the sense that if you come and say, oh, I'm from Delta, I want banga and starch in heaven, we will do it now. Do you understand? We had a situation whereby a bride came, she's Igbo, and she was like, oh, she doesn't want a foriro or all this. Her husband is Igbo, she's Igbo. The only thing she wants to see is the Igbo food. So we didn't have a choice. It was between us doing oha, ofe olubu, ofe sala, and all that. And we had to do it. You know, it's something that we work around. It's something that we do as long as you request for it. Then again, budget is also very, very, very important in requesting. Because you know you've set out the menu, you already have it in your head that oh, this menu is going for 2.5. Then you have somebody come and say, oh, I need to add this, I need to add that, I need to add this, I need to add that. So your budget will definitely go up a bit.
Okay. What is your variety for canapes? I know you mentioned that. What is your variety?
Okay, so for canapes, it varies. It varies. We do the local canapé, we can do the Nigerian canapes. Nigerian canapes, we had a situation where we had an event and it was mostly you doing canapes akara. It was akara. We had ewa going burger. So it was basically burger bread with ewa going sauce and ewa going sauce in between it. So we had the ewa going burger, we had the akara burger. We've had a situation whereby some people say, oh no, they want ojojo, you know, as canapes. And you know, when you do you have to like present it well in your fancy ceramic plates and all that, you know. So the canapé menu, the list is actually very, very, very versatile. You know, you can have the I'll call it the Igbo, because you have people that come and say, oh no, I don't want any Nigerian thing. All I want salmon on toast. I want you know, something mini croissant sandwiches. You get people coming to say, oh, I don't want this, I want that, you know. So as much as possible, it's just really, really versatile. Something that we try and work around everybody's options. So we're not sticking to it and say, oh, the only thing we do is stick meat, and we'll sit down and say it's only stick meat we do, or it's only what's it called, giz dodo, or it's only giz dodo, or it's only salad or something. You know, you can have various things for salad, for canapes. Your canapes can be like a mini salad cup. It can be like a mini salad cup. It can be like mini jollof rice and cup. You know, you can have your prawn cocktails and all that. So really, canapes are actually very, very versatile. The menu is a very large menu. So once we talk, we'll walk around the menu together and all and come up with something.
Okay.
And we're pretty much affordable too, you know.
A bride just sent a message now and says, because of COVID, I would rather do a breakfast wedding.
A breakfast wedding, okay?
Yes. So do you offer breakfast to people?
Yes, we do.
Okay. What's your breakfast
Okay,
menu
so
like?
for sorry, just a second. Okay, so I'll say the most popular breakfast menu that people gravitate to really is the local and the English breakfast mixed together. So for the local and English breakfast, you can have baked beans, sausages, bacon, sunny side up, omelets, waffles, muffins, sandwiches, croissants. Then mixed with the local can be maybe boiled yam, boiled sweet potato, fish sauce, corned beef sauce, stewed beans, fried plantain, your tea, coffee. Then you have fresh juices and all, you know. So for the breakfast, it's actually varies. You can actually have only the English breakfast if you want. You can only have the English breakfast if you want only the English breakfast, or you can have only the local, or you can have it mixed. You know, so basically you can either have the local, the continental mixed together and all. So breakfast very much available. And this is like okay, so the picture I have up was a setup for I think maybe 20 people. You know, so yeah.
Okay. Can others see the pictures? I can't. As long as everybody can see it, I'm okay. So let me know in the comment section if you guys can see the pictures, because I can't see anything.
Okay, then we offer tea break also. you know, tea break for your conferences and all. So we offer like tea break services when you're having like meetings, and we do as low as 20, 30, you know. I'm trying to, okay. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, so just take us through thank you very much for the questions you've answered. Just take us through your pictures so the brides out there can see what you have to offer. Although you didn't give us any food or show us any
No,
picture.
I'll pass it. I'll pass it. Okay, so this picture. Oh god. Okay, so this picture is okay. I think it was a canopy event we did. So it was chicken Caesar salad, then geese dodo. Okay, so this is another picture that has okay. This is chicken and waffles, meatballs, then geese dodo in a cup. Um, okay, that was like a beach table setting. Okay, so Emmy, is there any other question you would like me to answer? Is there any other? I don't know.
Okay, let me just check around if there's any question. Okay, I think we're okay for now.
Okay.
What's the largest crowd you can attend to post-COVID? If COVID wasn't an issue, how many people can you do?
Hmm. At an event and at a go, we've done 1.5. Yeah, we've done 1.5 at an event at a go without COVID. Yeah, for food. Yeah, 1.5.
Okay, someone just asked a question now and says she fears for caterers because caterers might touch their face, then touch the spoon, and so like if you say a buffet after touching this, so how do we deal with things like that?
What do you mean? Touch your face, then
Touch your face, then touch the plates or the cutlery or the spoon. How do you deal with things like that?
just have to be careful. Really, it's just that we just have to all be careful. Really, at the end of the day, we even if we say we're using gloves, everybody will use gloves, yes, but if you still touch your face with the gloves and still touch the plate, it will still give the same reaction. But at the end of the day, we just have to be careful and know as much as possible. Basically, we just have to be careful and be conscious, hygiene conscious. This COVID has really, really, as much as possible. I tell people, I say, it has made us, it will make us more conscious as event people, because everybody is looking out, everybody is looking at you. For example, when you go for an event, everybody wants to see what is this person doing right or what is this person doing wrong. So we just have to be very careful in trying to, like, do it all that we're doing and all. So we just have to be very careful, really. I can't say, "Oh, you will not touch your face or you will not touch your hand." That one is not, so we just have to be very careful,
Okay.
that we do.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Kitchen Nine. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
your
Lola.
time. Thank you. We appreciate. And one more thing. What number would you say you are comfortable with right now to do if the government says they are
Hmm.
letting us out? That you are comfortable with safety wise to do?
For approved number for now is 30, and I think that's a good enough number for now. The
Okay.
approved number for now is 30. For people to come together, I think the approved number for now is 30. But the situation whereby if the government says, "Oh, you can do 100, you can do 200, you can do 300," then who are we? We'll go ahead and do it. But if you say you want, okay, you don't want this, you don't want us to come and set up, you just want the food delivered in trays or you want the food delivered in packs, then we can go higher and higher and higher to whatever amount you need.
Yeah, but even if the food is delivered in bowls or whatever, even
Mm-hmm.
the fact that we're all using the same spoon
Mm.
to serve, does that make does is that I guess because everybody doesn't know, you shouldn't be able to get COVID by that, right?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know really. Really, 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 really. I don't know. But another safe
As
thing
long
you
as you
can
wash your
also
hands.
do, another safe
Yeah.
thing you can also do is do the food in individual packs. So you know yours is yours. Once you go there, you pick up your pack. Nobody is coming to touch your packs. Do you understand what I mean?
Okay.
So
Okay,
that
and you
works
can
also.
have different menus. So for example, I can have spaghetti and meatballs in a pack. I can
Please,
have
yes.
I
You
don't
can
know how
have
you can
spaghetti
have
and meatball.
amala.
Yes.
I don't know how you have amala and begiri in a pack, but have different things. Have pasta
You can have
in a pack.
amala and gbegiri in a pack. They're compartment packs. So you put your amala in one side, put your gbegiri and
The
ewedu and stew
same.
in one side. So you can
It's
have
not
all
the
that.
same.
It's not the
It's not
same.
the same.
when you when you carry it, you put it inside yourself.
No, it's not the same. The amala will not flow like it should flow. And the begiri,
but
no, it's not the same.
but for now, we need to try as much as possible to work with what is available for now. So if that is the new norm, then who are we? That's our new reality. So who are we to say no? Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for
Thank
having us.
you. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank
And love
you.
to your son. Next, we have Ipanuje. Ipanuje, for those who are not Yoruba, means like a snack. So Ipanuje means snack. I should think so. So we're moving on to Ipanuje to let us know what they have in store for um brides for their wedding day. Ipanuje, where are you? I can't see you online. Ipanuje. Okay. Okay, unfortunately, right now, Ipanuje has just gotten disconnected just when she was about to come up. So we will just be waiting for her. Ipanuje has gone off. I hope she comes back pretty soon. So you've heard it from Kitchen 9 and you've heard it from Eventy. They have different offers for you for your wedding day. Eventy has offers for you that is safe. You can have your drinks and your cocktails in already made bottles. And as Kitchen 9 says, they can drop off food for you if you want for your wedding or actually send food in packs, or you have a buffet. So everyone has different things that they would offer. I would wait another minute for Ikwanuje. If not, we will have to come back again to feature her. Our next session will be starting by 3, but we might have to shift it. We will confirm that later on to you. But thank you so much for joining us. This is a virtual wedding fair. I hope you've been learning tips and all you need for your wedding. We'll be back in a bit. Thank you very much.
Hello? It's up. The logo is up. She's not back on, no? Yeah, music, yeah. Yep. Alright, no problem.
I belong to Jesus.